What's up, Blackish fam? I hope all is well in your corner of the world. Man, I wanted to get back into a song. We actually did a breakdown, but it was specific to Black Thought and his verse on a track called Momentum. And I just realized that this is actually a song that's a Russ song that's featuring Benny the Butcher and Black Thought. So we targeted the Black Thought version. I believe it was new at the time. I really wanted to go after his verse. We haven't heard the rest of the song. And Russ and Benny the Butcher are people that we've created playlists for, and we've broken down their music. So I do want to shine some light on Russ's verse and Benny the Butcher's verse and do a breakdown there. If you're interested in the Black Thought breakdown from Momentum, it's actually in the same playlist. I'll make sure to put it in the Black Thought playlist as well, so you can check it out. But I won't highlight that as much since we've already done it. Or completed it, I should say. This is Momentum. It looks like it's relatively new within the last year or so. Let's get right into it. That beat. There we go.
Yeah, yeah. Don't compare me to employees who hoping they see a check. I'm in a drop top McLaren, just hoping I see an X. She reconnect.
Listen to what he's saying, right? He said, don't compare me to some dude, right? To some employee that's working 9 to 5 asking for Wednesday off, right? He said, I'm in a drop top McLaren. I'm just hoping I see one of my exes so she can see how I'm living, right? Come on now. I'm hoping to see an X.
Hoping we reconnect. No chance. I'm trying to be bigger than the Beatles, not hold hands.
That's a reference to a Beatles song. I wanna hold your hand. Right? I saw her standing there. I want to hold your hands. That's the reference.
Stones, I'ma make statues. No face tats.
Keep throwing stones, right? You don't throw stones in a glass house. But he's saying, all right, you keep throwing these stones. I'm going to take them and I'm going to repurpose them. I'm going to build a statue, reflecting my face, right? I'm going to build a statue. I'm going to be great. You keep throwing these stones at me. I'm going to make something with it, right?
But people got my face tattooed, freeing the damn by being free as I am and speaking belief in the peace tats. But people got my face tattooed, freeing the damn by being free as I am and speaking belief in the people sitting with reason to stand who just might be needing their hand. I got you.
That's deep itself, right? He said people. How did he phrase that again? Let's run it back just a sec.
But people got my face tattooed, freeing the damn by being free as I am and speaking belief in the people sitting with reason to stand.
Yeah, people sitting that have reason to stand, right? And look at his shirt. If you want to change the system, speak up. White silence is pro-racism, right? We say that a lot on this channel. Silence is violence. If you don't speak up and you're in a position of power, there could be an argument that you're as guilty as the person that's doing the bullying or the discriminating or whatever.
You just might be needing a hand. I got you. Ninth wonder belief in the peace tats, but people got my face tattooed, freeing the damn by being free as I am and speaking belief in the people sitting with reason to stand. You just might be needing a hand. I got you. Ninth wonder blessed, provided the gospel. I feel God like my
Ninth Wonder is a music producer, right? He actually produced this track, if I'm not mistaken.
Just might be needing a hand. I got you. Ninth wonder blessed, provided the gospel. I feel God like my fans all feel like apostles. Model your mind that
apostles are early. They were early Christian teachers, right? Or the first successful Christian missionaries. Those are apostles. So he's saying, I feel God like my fans are the apostles.
Your mind and you gon' be just fine. Model your mind off these other guys and you gon' die. I'm always at the head of the table.
Right? They're like, you can be like the 4 people that you chill with the most. And if you look around and these motherfuckers are broken and about shit, you're gonna fuck around and be the 5th, right? He's saying, if you wanna model your mind off these other guys, you're gonna die, right? You need to model your mind like me. Look at what I'm doing out here, and you'll be just fine.
Follow my lead. I'm a money tree. Women trying to swallow my seed.
That's sick. I'm a money tree. Women trying to swallow my seed. Like they're giving them dome and they're swallowing, but they're swallowing it because they think it's going to grow money, right? It's going to be a money tree for them. Sick.
Follow my lead. I'm a money tree. Women trying to swallow my seed. You wasn't with me at my roots though. I've been on the quest for love for women with her roots from potential like a JUCO.
Yo, the wordplay there, right? This song, he's with Benny the Butcher and Black Thought. Black Thought is the lead, one of the leads for The Roots, right? The Roots, the classic hip hop group, but also a lot of people know them from late night entertainment with Jimmy Fallon. But he said, you wasn't with me at my roots, right? You weren't with me at the beginning. Like, bitch, you weren't with me shooting in the gym, right? Now, we referenced that with Russ before. And, man, Russ has been stepping it up. I think this is off the Chomp album. But, man, his wordplay has gotten so much better, man. This dude is extremely lyrical. But I love that he's an independent artist, right? He creates a lot of his own hooks, a lot of his own beats. Just doing it a little bit different. You can definitely see the drive. But he said, yo, I've been on... he said, you wasn't with me at my roots, right? So playing on Black Thought and the Roots. But then he said, I've been on a quest for love for women with a roots fro. Questlove is the drummer for the Roots, right? And he's got that huge fro. And then he comes back and he says, potential like JUCO athlete, right? JUCO is a junior college. Sick.
Money tree, women trying to swallow my seed. You wasn't
with me at my roots though.
I've been on the quest for love for women with a
roots fro, like a JUCO. Smashing.
So we fuck to a jazz beat.
Shout out to the Utah Jazz, but he said, yo, we're in Utah, right? So we fuck to a jazz beat. He's in the back seat with ass cheeks on my lap. He's smashing, right? She's riding them.
Ass cheeks on my lap, we in Utah. So we fuck to a jazz beat. It's actually therapeutic. She classy, I'm Ferris Bueller.
Bro, it's actually therapeutic. She's classy. I'm Ferris Bueller. That's a reference to what's that? This 90s and that 80s, maybe late 80s, but Ferris Bueller's Day Off, right? He skips school and he gets into a ton of shenanigans in Chicago. Shout out Chicago, where I'm from. But, he could be saying, like, I'm sick, because Ferris Bueller, the whole play, what gets him out of school is him faking that he's sick. I can't come in today, principal. And the principal's this, crazy guy or whatnot. So he could be saying, she's classy, I'm Ferris Bueller, like, I'm sick. I don't know if he's this lyrical. I definitely think like this, but he could be saying, he's Ferris Bueller. What's he doing? He's not coming in, right? He's not coming in because he's sick. But, she's riding him in the back seat with ass cheeks on his lap. All right, he's fucking her to a jazz beat. She's classy, but he's not coming in, right? He's not coming in there just like Ferris Bueller didn't come in. That would be sick. I don't know if he's that deep. No pun intended. Like he's getting deep in this chick, right? We fuck to a jazz beat. She classy on Ferris Bueller. Oh, a Barracuda. Shout out to the song. A Barracuda, right? I'm altering my reality, living in VFX. What did he say? My life is just the effect. He just played on I'm the cause, my life is just the effect, right? There's this play on cause and effect there, which is some wordplay. My life is just the effect. I'm altering my reality, living in VFX. Well, he's altering his reality, living in VFX. VFX is short term for visual effects. Life is just the effect. I'm altering my reality. Living in VFX. Made $500,000 and fell asleep on a jet. Fuck the club up. Atlanta ain't seen this since BMF. BMF, that's the Black Mafia family, right? That was a drug trafficking and money laundering organization. A lot of people don't really know a lot about the Black Mafia family. Now, this is from the early 80s, right? These are these brothers that were from Detroit. A lot of people hear the name Big Meech, right? Big Meech, Larry Hoover, right? Who's that? What's his name? Dude that got the beard. But a lot of people don't know about their cocaine distribution that they did. They were, I believe, originally LA-based, but they actually had direct links to Mexican drug cartels. And the Black Mafia family operated from two hubs. One of those hubs were in the ATL, right? That was ran by one of the dudes, Demetrius, and then basically it was a cocaine operation, right? That's what he's referencing, the black mafia. There's actually a huge story behind that that connects with hip hop. But maybe we'll do a separate video on that. I don't know if a lot of people want to get that deep into it. BMF. Ooh, DMX, bro, in '98. DMX, he released his debut studio album, right? It's dark and hell is hot. It ain't no sunshine in these parts. Only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when she comes. In this house ain't any time she goes away. Who turned out the lights is what niggas be saying. And we don't understand. Bro, classic album. We definitely need to get into some more DMX because a lot of people that listen to his music is like, why does he talk like this? Oh. Right? And it's like, bro, there's so much depth and slipping, falling, can't get up. Hey, yo, I'm slipping. Or, man, he's just got just classics. Rest in peace, DMX. But it's dark and hell is hot. Peaked at #1 on the Billboard 200, and it's like certified 4 times platinum. But in the same year, he came out with another album called Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, right? And he sold millions of copies. So he's one of a few artists to ever do that, if not the only one. I'm not too sure. Got a pound of weed for stress. I might drop 2 platinum albums. In a year like DMX. Oh, right. Don't ask someone how to buy a Mercedes if they're only driving a Corolla, right? You have to be careful who you get advice from because, let's be honest, some people aren't making the same moves as you and some people never will, right? When you go to a job, right, that's why you always have to say, you talk to a manager. I used to always, I'll tell you how I got every job I ever went to, right? Any interview, I always say, like, look, given the same resources as the best person you have on staff, now sit me next to them, let me hear exactly what they're saying, what they're doing. I guarantee that I can do as good a job or better than anybody that you have here. They're like, wow, okay, all right. But again, don't sit me next to some dude that lies about how much money he makes, right? I'm talking about when I was young, dumb, and broke, right? You're working these sales jobs, marketing jobs. It's like, no, put me next to someone who's killing it. And if you can't do that, I don't even want to waste time here, right? If you want to really find someone that can thrive in this position, give me the tools and the resources to do that. And that's, again, asking the right people for advice. But you need to make sure you sit back and identify who the right people are first. My faces lead the way, because if I'm taking y'all's advice, I'm probably making y'all mistakes. I'm out in Egypt just basking in the results of listening to myself and mapping out all my goals. My career is, of course, in self-confidence and how ownership leads to opulence. Adjust your oculus. Adjust your oculus. Opulence is just great wealth, right? Living in luxury. And then he said, adjust your oculus. Oculus. No, he's not talking about virtual reality. It's just another way for him saying your eyes, right? Adjust your eyes, adjust your vision. I'm just basking in the results of listening to myself and mapping out all my goals. My career is, of course, what's the self-confidence and how ownership leads to opulence? Adjust your oculus. If you try to prominence, bust down the door, assert dominance. When you call your first conference, I'm with my women, that's probably why they all hate me. They focused on being Lori, I'm focused on being Jay-Z. I think that's a reference to Lori Harvey. I remember a point when she was flirting with Jay-Z at some award show and Beyonce came in and shit, but everybody peeped that. It's actually caught on camera. But I believe, Lori Harvey, she's beautiful. I believe she's a model herself. That's the daughter of Steve Harvey. But he said, y'all focus on just being in the limelight, right? Being famous because your daddy's famous or someone else is famous. You got a little dough. I'm more focused on being Jay-Z, right? I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman, right? Prominence, bust down the door, assert dominance. When you call your first conference, I'm honest with my women, that's probably why they all hate me. They focused on being Lori, I'm focused on being Jay-Z. Oh, he's talking about the Euphrates River, right? The Euphrates is the longest, and if I'm not mistaken, it's either the most important or historically one of the more important rivers of Western Asia, right? It has the Euphrates, and the Tigris, right, are those rivers that they're the two defining rivers of Mesopotamia.
I'm focused on being Jay-Z. The run that I'm on is gonna be longer than the Euphrates. Got a supermodel chick that's better than Tom Brady's rap game. Bunch of clowns in disguise like John Gacy.
Oh, bro. Shout out to Chicago again, right? He said got a supermodel chick that's better than Tom Brady's. What's it, Gazelle? Right? Gazelle. I forget her name if they're even still together. But yeah, he said, yo, I got supermodel chicks that's better than that, bro. You just, you doing a little something, but you should see what I got, right? But he said rap game is a bunch of clowns in disguise like John Gacy. He's talking about John Wayne Gacy. This is a serial killer that's from Chicago. This dude was also a sex offender. He assaulted and murdered 33 young men. I'm talking about boys included. And he was smashing them. He was fucking them and killing them. Yo, it's some nasty shit. But a lot of people remember that John Wayne Gacy, he performed at children's hospitals. He was a sick dude, man. Charitable events. His name was like Pogo the Clown or Patches the Clown. And it was part of this like persona that was him. And he was a serial killer on the side. That's some freaky ass shit, man.
Being Jay-Z, the run that I'm on is gonna be longer than the Euphrates. Got a
supermodel chick that's better than Tom Brady's rap game. Bunch of clowns in disguise like John Gacy.
Got one plaque and it's not even your song. I got 80. Lately y'all are lazy, waiting to be carried. A lot of y'all are dead. You just waiting to be buried. Listen, I've been hot since Michelle and Barack. You out your mind if you think I'm gonna stop.
I didn't come this far. I only come this far. Gotta keep
Yo, I didn't come this far to only come this far, right? It reminds me of this inappropriate joke I heard at one point about being Polish. You know, a lot of people equate being Polish to being dumb. I'm not saying that, but the joke goes, did you hear the joke about the Polish lady who tried to swim all the way across the river? People are like, no, what's the joke? She swam halfway and decided it was too far, so she swam back. Right? They're saying, man, if you would have only kept going, you would have realized that regardless, you swam the same distance, but you had to turn back and give up. If you would have just kept going, you would have completed it, right? Yo.
I didn't come this far.
Only come this far. I like the beard.
Conversation alone in the mirror. I told myself before the year up, I'd be a homeowner and another millionaire up. But I'm way too busy.
He said he didn't say I'll be a homeowner and another millionaire. He said I'd be another homeowner and another millionaire, meaning he's done it already. He's done it before.
I'd be a homeowner and
Another millionaire.
My life crazy, but I'm way too busy to tear up. Just please keep them broke vibes from near us. We different, I'm not the one to converse. By the time you mumble your verse, I'll be a top 5 company comfortably gunning for first. If it's rap, it's either trap. One gon' come with some perks, the other coming with a 6-foot hole dug in the earth. Look.
He said if it's rap or trap, right? One's coming with perks, the other's coming with a 6-foot hole dug in the earth. A murder, right? Killing you.
One gon' come with some perks, the other coming with a 6-foot hole
dug in the earth.
Look, I know how them numbers looking. I don't gotta check stats. The pussy good, but I still never text back.
He said it's good, but it ain't that good, bitch. I'm still a player, bitch. Right?
Change my potential with every wave of a pencil. A nigga gaining momentum. Wanna walk in my shoes, but I'm trading my Christian for Crocs. With little rap niggas only craving attention. It's funny when you hot, but it's ugly when you not. Everybody doubt, then suddenly you pop. Niggas sign them 360s and hope it do something for they stock. But I turned on more money than I got, and that's a lot.
Yo, he's dropping so much here, right? He said, being unsigned, it never changed my potential, right? With every wave of a pencil, nigga gaining momentum, right? So every deal he got, it just makes him bigger and bigger. He said, yo, you want to walk in my shoes, but I'm not trading Christians, right? For Crocs, right? I don't want to walk in your shoes, dude, right? He said, dudes just be out here craving attention. He talked about dudes signing those 360 deals. He said, yo, I hope it do something for their stock. I turned down more money than I got. Yo.
Had patience and help. I remember thinking make it big, then decorate the crib with paintings on myself, cause that's what I owe. You gotta give yourself credit, they definitely won't. You won't hear this flow so often, so treasure these quotes. And far as cheddar, we know enough plugs with bricks that I'll probably never be broke.
He said, yo, if things go wrong, I still got the drug game, right?
Not getting sleep, this a 24-hour business. Exercising my brain like 24-hour fitness. Haters look at my jewels, get the feel of resentment. Feeling like I posted by their friendship. I remember selling merch dolo, mailing my own shipments. Now I'm on, y'all hoes think it's Christmas.
He's like, bitch, you think I'm gonna buy you presents just because you got a pussy? Bitch, please.
Selling merch dolo, mailing my own shipments. Now I'm on, y'all hoes think
it's Christmas.
Am I the one tripping? Even if you think you this nice, it's gonna be hard trying to match my ambition. I'm going on a rampage, handguns and champagne. House need a damn maid, my watch need a lampshade. Body language.
Body need my watch. The house need a damn maid. It's so big, but it's so dirty, right? They said my watch need a lampshade because it's so bright, right?
Everything. Read what my hands say. I go a little slower if you need me to translate. Boss moves, keep options. That's how you plan safe.
Oh, boss moves. Keep options. That's how you plan safe. There could be, he was just talking about investments. If you know anything about not just stocks, but options, right? Futures and options. Those are commodities, like something you would have to deal not with a stockbroker, but you would have to deal with a commodity broker, and you would be dealing in futures and options. And I think that might be a play on keep options. That's how you plan safe.
Still the deal for 100 with a handshake, weighing out the racks. A hustler who really made it out with rap, with the jewels in the bank accounts to match. The butcher.
Ooh.
When I first started recording, I swore it was.
And again, we already broke down the Black Thought verse. It's in the same playlist. If you go to the Black Thought playlist, we did a complete breakdown. So I'm just going to skim over it. If there's anything that might need something broken down, I'll touch on it, but I won't go as in depth.
It's more important to make it the soul train and a gold chain and some Jordans than making my own lane and then blazing it.
Right, as he's saying before, when he was early in the game, it was more important for him to just go to Soul Train wearing a gold chain and some Jordans, right? The stereotypical rapper. He was talking about money and things. It wasn't talking about doing his own thing, right? He's created a lane for himself, and he's widely respected in hip-hop, right? A lot of people understand that he is the truth, but that's not where his mind was when he first got in the game.
When I first started
recording, I swore it was more important than a gold chain and some Jordans. Shout out Portland Trailblazers, right? Making his own lane and then blaze in the trail forward. I think when we heard this before, where in his Funkmaster Flex Flow, he talks about I glide like Clyde Drexler, right? There's a lot of references to the Portland Trailblazers. I don't know what the reference is or connection is with him in Portland.
From the old days where the vision was too distorted to come to an understanding of partnership and planning for your marketing and branding. Though the office was abandoned, to my surprise and monetized like
Morgan Stanley.
I'm in a position now to make a difference for the family, my wife, kids, and in-laws, deserve walls.
Right, he's also talking about a position, but he was also talking about the Portland Trailblazers. Blaze the trail forward, right? The forward is a position, and now he's talking about I'm in a position now to make a difference for the family, right?
And Warhorse, the strength of my surprise and monetize like Morgan Stanley. I'm in a position now to make a difference for the family, my wife, kids, and in-laws, deserving walls, Picasso's and Warhorse, the strength of.
Those are just different types of artists, different, really high-end artists too.
My memoirs, a wealth of knowledge from experiences I've endured. Create the bars full of information like SIM cards. I left.
SIM cards are what you put in your phone, and you can remove information and upload it directly to the next, right? A lot of phones don't have SIM cards anymore, but that used to be the way that you would change phones or exchange information. And he's saying, my bars, they're full of information like SIM cards.
courtrooms as a defendant, fully acquitted in spite of the blood. Suckers who tried to sully my image and fighting with motherfuckers who
people try to sue him.
As if I'd ever considered the sky above as a limit. When I am scientific, my honor, I'm dying with it. My kind of gifted is rare and requires a fairly different kind of spirit for it.
Bro, his flow is just incredible, man. It's so different. Listen to how he flows over this beat right here.
Tell me I'm finished as if I'd ever considered the sky above as a limit. When I am the scientific, my honor, I'm dying with it. My kind of gifted is rare and requires a fairly different kind of spirit for its interference. I ain't trying to hear it, being fearless, how I'm pioneered it to a higher terrifying peerless. I guess I am here cause ain't nobody near me on a pyramid, and I'm adhering to the game theory. I maintain momentum and
bro, just the breathing control you have to go through a verse like that. And I think we got into more in depth what game theory is, but game theory, there's a version of it that says basically live your life like you're in competition with everyone around you. Kind of like when you dive down. I'm not a really video game player, but imagine you're coming down in Fortnite, right? You're coming down, it's everybody against you. You versus everybody, which is one of his Black Thought versus everybody. Could be about game theory, right? Check that out. We actually did a good breakdown for Thought versus Everybody. It's in the Black Thought playlist folder, as well as the breakdown for this song. But game theory basically is living your life like it's a very competitive against everyone around you. I gotta play that verse back though to just listen to the breathing control.
As a fairly different kind of spirit for its interference. I ain't trying to hear it, being fearless, how I'm pioneered it to a higher terrifying peerless. I guess I am here cause ain't nobody near me on a pyramid, and I'm adhering to the game theory. I maintain momentum and I made a name clearly, but I can't stop. I believe it's no rest for the weary. From the cards I was dealt to awards on my shelf, I turn scars to a sense of regard for myself.
Just listen to what he's saying, and I'm trying not to stop it and keep breaking it down so we can appreciate the flow. But, he's talking about his story, right? He's saying, I can't stop. I believe there's no rest for the weary. From the cards I was dealt to awards on my shelf, I turned scars to a sense of regard for myself. Right, based on where I set the bar, I made it hard for myself, right?
Based on where I set the bar, I made it hard for myself. I lent a hand before my brothers called for my help.
Yo.
I was still an aspiring gun, right for the firing, trying to find a part-time job.
Ooh,
Was hiring,
you're struggling.
With the age of the height requirements, trying to shake the ways of the hood, like the violence. Watching the
Yo.
homies being forced into early retirement.
Dead.
As another product of their environment, I was told that achieving a goal starts with trying it. The prize, keep your eye on it, hard work, rely on it and nothing else. Don't just hustle for your health. Fear ain't gonna do nothing for you until you secure your wealth.
Yo.
Focus on the top. I've been hot since before crack rock. You out your mind if you think I'ma stop. Yeah.
Ooh, bro, Black Thought is just different, bro. Check out the folder, the Black Thought folder we got. Yo, and if you guys are a fan of good music and intellectual breakdowns, and you like the breakdowns that we've been doing and the time that we dedicate to diving into the lyrics, man, show some love by not just liking the video, but subscribing to the channel as well. It really helps us in YouTube's algorithm. It helps us grow the channel. Share it on social media. Tell your friends if they love hip-hop, they're going to love these intellectual breakdowns where we just dive right into the lyrics, and I might as well be wearing scrubs because it's an operation in this bad boy, right? Now, we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.